Hey, what is going on, my friends, and welcome back to another video on the channel. Well, in today's video, we will be covering some news that has recently been dropped in a few different places and through the SEC filings. Now, whenever I woke up this morning, you guys are absolutely blowing my phone up. My Twitter, my Instagram, my Patreon, everything was just going crazy about this. Everyone is so excited about any piece of HCMC news that does come out. Everyone is really looking forward to what this company has in its future, and me myself included, I'm very excited about what the future holds for Healthier Choices Management Corp. So in today's video, we will be covering this information and covering this news about what all has been going on. If you do want access to all of this information early, and if you do want access to all of the trades, my trade portfolio, and all of the subjects in which I will be talking about on this channel, definitely consider going down to the link in the description. It will bring you over to my Patreon, in which I am fully transparent with all of my information, especially the trades that I am making. Lastly, if you are looking to start your own investment journey, if you are looking to expand out into a new brokerage, I would highly recommend using the referral link in the description to sign up for Webull. Whenever you sign up and deposit $100, you will get 2 free stocks valued up to $1,850. So this is a fantastic way for you to kickstart your investment journey, or a fantastic way for you to expand out to a new brokerage and make some extra money, or to win some free stocks. Now, with that being said, let's go ahead and let's see what all has been going on with this company and why is everyone so excited. So as we can see here from insideranalysis.com, that there have been 4 new Form 4s being filed through some insider trading. So the first one is going to be Jeffrey Elliott Holman, who of course is the CEO and founder of HCMC, with about 1.1 billion shares. We have Christopher Santi, who acquired about 800 million. We have John Olay, who acquired about 300 million. And then we have Anthony Panariello, who acquired about 50 million. Now, everyone will notice that there is something very specific right here, that this is not just them buying up a whole bunch of shares right now, but there's a little bit more that goes into it. And I feel like a lot of people are misinterpreting this information. I feel like a lot of people are presenting it wrong. And so I did want to make sure that we do clarify on what exactly is going on and what this means for the company. Now, we do already know that Jeffrey Holman, who is going to be, of course, the CEO of the company, he does already have about 11 billion shares. So the fact that he is adding onto that is, of course, a great sign. But whenever we do consider how many shares that everyone has, I'm not going to pull up every single screen about how everyone has, but the total is going to come out to about 45 billion shares. Now, the reason that this is going to be very important is that it is going to, allow a few things that we will cover in a second here. But there's something that I did want to go over in this post right here over on good old StockTwits. It really breaks it down perfectly to kind of explain what this means for the company going forward and why it's important. So as we can see here, it says that HCMC has about 4 new forms. What does this mean? It means that the executives of the company are exercising their stock options negotiated in their employment contracts. So that's what we have to understand. It's not like they're just buying a lot of these shares just straight out the market at the moment. They're exercising the options in which they were given whenever they were employed. Where do these shares come from? They come from the company's reserve, which is not what the DTC holds. Now, that's important. This is not what the DTC holds. So what are the short-term implications? The executives are confident that they can make a profit. So of course they would only exercise these if they thought they could make a profit. What are the long-term implications? When the shares that were acquired from the company's pool of shares are sold to the public, we will effectively dilute the float by another 40 billion shares. When can they sell these shares? They can incrementally sell off 40 billion shares at the rate of 12.5% over the next 8 quarters, starting at the end of next month. And are you absolutely sure that the shares are coming from the company's pools and not the float? Yes, the restricted shares are being converted into common shares. So this is not them simply just buying a lot of the shares that are already on the market. People do need to understand that is going to be very important, because people are going to mistake what this means for the company. Now, what I will say is that this is fantastic news. One way or another, no matter how you put this is great news. The reason I will say that is because what do we take from insider trading? Well, one thing that we have to consider is that whenever we are seeing insider trading, if they are exercising the options in which they were, negotiated at employment, that means that they are going to be sitting on those until they can come to the conclusion that they are going to make a profit off of it. Yes, they do work for this company, so of course they're going to have faith in this company, but realistically, they're not going to make any moves with the shares in which they are given at employment if they don't have faith that they will make profits off of those shares, right? Well, we have to consider a few things here. Whenever there's news, whenever there's anything going on with a company, who is going to find out first? The people in the company, of course. Who is going to find out first, if there's any good news? Probably the CEO is going to know. The COO and the president is going to know. The CFO is going to know. And I'm not 100% sure what position he holds, but I'm assuming it's somewhere high up if he's in the mix with all of these guys. So we have to consider, if they knew something, if they thought that they can make a profit off of the exercising of their shares, well, realistically, we have to consider something. They might know things that we don't know. Yeah, they could be taking advantage of all the hype that we're seeing recently, but realistically, they believe in this company long term. They think that this company has some long-term potential. And so with that being said, why would they not? Why would they, if they're just trying to ride the hype right now, basically? They're not going to be able to sell these shares off all at once right now. They believe that these shares are going to be worth a lot for a while, because as we did see earlier, that they can only sell off the 40 billion shares at a rate of 12.5% over the next 8 quarters. So it's not like they're buying all these shares or, doing all of this exercising at the moment in order to just sell them all off while the HCMC is getting a lot of hype. No, they believe that this company is going to continue to do well, and they believe that it is going to continue to climb. And realistically, their expectations of the stock price is probably coming from factual evidence, and there's coming from news that they know that we likely don't know yet. Insider trading like this is usually a very, very good sign for a company. I'm excited about this. I'm very excited about the holding that I do have in this company. I personally got in at 0.0018. So we are up pretty gosh darn big. Everyone in my Patreon is up very big at the moment as well. I know the majority of us are up over 200, 300%. And I'm very curious to see where the company does go from here. Definitely let me know your thoughts on all of this down in the comment section below. What's your take on it, and where do you believe the company will go from here, and how do you think it will affect the stock price? With that being said, I hope you guys did enjoy today's little quick update. If you did, you can let me know by smashing that like button and subscribing to the channel. I do post on this channel 2 to 3 times every single day, and I can't wait to see you all next time. Peace.